Hey, hope you're all well. It is March, beginning of March, and that means it's time for my February Microstock earnings report. Warning, I'm a little sick today. This is the first time I've been sick during a stock report, so apologize in advance. The other thing I did want to do before I get going is to give a shout out to Miro, who's also a stock photographer and also has a YouTube channel full of stuff on stock photography. And what I like most about Miro's channel is he really provides a lot of fantastic images that are inspiring. I've tried to imitate Miro on a number of occasions, particularly on flat lays, and haven't been that successful at it. But if you are looking for other Microstock oriented channels to follow and you want someone that can inspire you, Miro's channel is great. So I encourage you to go check out Miro's channel and for sure subscribe, because I know he's trying to get to 1,000 subscribers as well. So check him out. Now let's just jump straight into my February earnings that I'm going to start. As I always do with adobestock, my lifetime position on adobestock, so the little number that tallies you up in the left-hand corner about where you are as far as sales with other contributors, I'm now down to 8,200. So I'm moving up, whatever that means, but I'm kind of competitive, so I actually like it. So I like that I'm jumping over. Anyway, not a big deal. I have 8,178 images in my portfolio. I have 323 videos, and I have 282 illustrations now. So increasing my illustration content side of my portfolio kind of on a regular basis. My total sales in February were 304. The total earnings from that was $259.16. So 303 of those sales were images, including illustrations, and one was a video. The video earned $6.53, and so that leaves $253.63 for my images, my photos and illustrations to a certain extent. That's an RPD of 80 cents. I did have 19. I don't think I'm going to break down illustration sales versus photo sales. It's just the reporting mechanism is not that great. And so unless I can figure out a way to sort of spin that data out, but I had 19 illustrations sell in February. I've had a bunch more in March, but 19 in February. So I'm getting traction there, and it's a good thing too, because I bought the annual subscription to Midjourney. My plan is for 1 year, and that's it. And so I gotta make money to pay for that, because it was expensive, particularly when you're converting into US dollars from a currency like Canadian, which is worth less. So those have to sell just for me to break even there. But looks encouraging. The best-selling image for the month of February on my portfolio was this one. And the video that I sold, a snippet of the video I sold is right here. Okay, let's move to Shutterstock. My Shutterstock portfolio is 10,693 images. I have 805 videos. I had 293 sales on Shutterstock in February. 291 were images, 2 were videos. The total was $112.72. So that makes it $101.68 for images and $11.04 for those 2 videos. The RPD, the royalty per download on the images, is 35 cents, and the RPD on the videos was $5.52. So being up around 300 sales on Shutterstock is pretty good for me. The value was low, so only at just over 100 off close to 300 sales is a pretty weak earnings per download, I think. But the good part of it is that helped me get up to level 4 here in February. So right from the beginning, the last few days of February and right beginning March, I'm at level 4. So that kind of helps with the royalties per download. So hopefully March looks better. or the most valuable sale for Shutterstock in the month of February was this one. Okay, so let's look at Istock now. I have 7,023 images in my portfolio and 170 videos. I had 136 sales on Istock, and that earned me $76.72 for an RPD of 56 cents. So $76, or basically $77 is pretty good for me on Istock. Tend to be closer to 50, so happy with that. The one thing that I did want to bring up with Istock is I had several videos sell, 9 actually, that totaled $8.67, so less than $1 per sale. The lowest video sale was 13 cents. And the sales were marked Creatus Video Plus. I don't know if anyone's familiar with that. I hadn't seen that before. I don't know what that is. So I was kind of curious if anyone that watches these videos knows more about Istock than I do and knows what Creatus is. Is that like a partner site, or does Istock have a separate sort of marketing platform for video now? I just hadn't seen it before. And the value of the sales, like I said, 9 sales for less than $9 puts the RPD at less than $1. So those are low amounts, and just curious what's going on there. That was the interesting thing about Istock over February in any case. Okay, let's just jump to Dreamstime. My port size on Dreamstime is 11,504. That breaks down into 12,345 images, 309 videos, and I have AI illustrations inside what I count as my images. I had 48 sales. That earned me $30.01, and that's an RPD of 63 cents, which is standard for me at Dreamstime. I'm 30 to 40 a month. I did not sell any AI images on Dreamstime in February. That's no surprise. Dreamstime is a much lower volume site as far as sales go, at least for me. So while I do expect to sell some on Dreamstime, I expect to sell far less than on adobestock. My best sale in February was for $6.55, and it was this panoramic image that I took at a golf course in Palm Desert. Okay, let's just jump to Alamy. I have 10,556 images in my Alamy portfolio. I had 5 sales in February, so that's a good month. The gross on that was $206.88, and that netted me $77.88. Only one of those sales was a partner sale, so that was good. I've had a bunch of partner sales recently where you get the double commissions taken off, and it just really cuts down your value of the sales when you're selling through a like a partner distribution. So it's nice when it's direct Alamy sales. That helps with the value. The best earning photo was this one here. And just a tip, I know that that's just a picture of a book, but I've found through experimentation that I sell a lot of those pictures. So I'm making a good chunk of change on stuff like that. So I always try to leave you with at least something during my earnings videos that you can take and apply in your own stock photography. And photographing books is something that I do and they do sell. So keep that in mind. Okay, we're going to jump to Pawnfive. My Pawnfive portfolio, I have 6,453 images. I have 1,425 videos. I had 1 sale in February, and that earned me $11.05. So kind of crappy, but at least I got a sale. Yeah, it's a Pawnfive. It always looks like it's going to take off, and then it doesn't. So I just don't have a portfolio that's good enough, I don't think, or large enough, or with enough good stuff in it. And I've been uploading a little bit more to Black Box, so we'll see how it goes. But $11.05, and here's a quick clip of the video I sold. It was taken in London at the British Museum. Okay, Deposit5 is the next site that I'm going to look at. I have 10,619 images. I had 41 sales in the month of February. That earned me $12.61 for an RPD of 30 cents. $12.61 is a really low amount for deposit. I feel like deposit is kind of the, today's 1, 2, 3 RF where you sort of had decent sales, but it's just trailing off as time goes on. So deposit is at this point, it's like it's still worth uploading there, but don't expect to get much value on those sales, even if you have a sizable portfolio, unless you have a much better portfolio with me, and then maybe you make a ton of money. But my sort of travel-oriented portfolio does not do well at deposit anymore. So I'm going to jump to Black Box. I have 70 accepted now. I've had 0 sales. I've just kind of been playing with my drone basically from my backyard, just flying it around the neighborhood, doing different kind of shots overhead, just sort of establishing, hovering, just kind of learning how to fly my drone just from where I am at home, because it's cold out. And I've been uploading all those to Black Box. Hopefully they sell, but we'll see. So now I'm going to jump to the minnows, and the first site that I'm going to talk about is Wirestock. I had 17 sales in February, all images. I have 527 images on my portfolio. That's where I should start not uploading any more to Wirestock. We all know the changes there. Just not worth the time. But I did have $6.02 in those made out of those 17 sales. And the other thing that was interesting is I had, although it wasn't available for my January report, they did report 2 sales at Alamy in January. So that showed up in my account just the other day. So I had 2 Alamy sales, and that earned me $11.42. So those were my first Alamy sales, and $11.42 for those is pretty good. But for the month of February, I'm seeing $6.02. Maybe that changes down the line. I don't know. But that Wirestock report was really confusing. Anyway, 17 sales, $6.02 from Wirestock. Big stock now. I have 7,894 images. I had $3.51 worth of sales. 123RF. 5,304 images on sale. I made $3.26. CanStock, I have 1,733 images, 0 sales. Photo on demand sites, Photo for Me, I have 420 images in my port, 0 sales. And book cover, Archangel, still uploading, still trying to get stuff up, but I had 0 sales in the month of February, which is the full report. So basically, I'm just going to talk about my total now for February 2023. And I'm just going to, normally I don't do this, but I just thought I would. If you watch my videos and you get something out of this, I would appreciate a subscribe. No big deal if not. But anyway, my total earnings on stock photography for the month of February in 2023 is $592.94. So just under my $600 goal for the month. Happy with that. Adobestock did great, being up in the 200 range. Sales are going really good at Adobestock this year, better than last year. So hopefully that momentum on Adobestock continues through and things get better. It's nice to have one stock site at least that has momentum and actually looks good instead of looking at declines and sort of just kind of hanging around and making a little bit of money. Still enough to keep doing it, but not enough to get too excited. So like I always have sort of said, is if you're new to stock photography, you're not sure what to do, I would focus on Adobestock. It's the best site by far. They haven't really screwed us yet. It's probably going to come eventually, but for now, I would recommend looking at Adobe and sort of doing that first and building a portfolio. Make sure you get your commercial images, your first 100 commercial sales, so that you can start doing editorial as well, because that's hugely important and hugely valuable for building a good portfolio at Adobe Stock. Anyway, hope you got something out of this. Really appreciate your support. I really, really do. I really appreciate when I get comments or new subscriptions, and it's super fun doing this, and I do it anyway. But it's nice to get a few bucks in return. So anyway, take care. Stay healthy. Stay safe out there.